What is up, everybody? I'm John Ebo, and come to you with something a little bit different today. I've been thinking about this before I even started recording the gameplay, and I hope it works out. I mean, I'm fairly excited for it, and it's just a little bit different. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to call it Death Run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play games. I'm going to play until I die. Once I die, I'll switch to a different game. And I'll keep going for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Hopefully get a couple games in each video. Um, and I'm starting off with some fairly hard games just because I don't want to take the whole time on one game the first time because that might be boring. But I've been excited to try this, and I hope it works out. So we're going to get started with this 1001 Spikes by Nicholas Games. You get 1001 lives, and it's extremely hard platforming. Not only do I want to do this death run, but I thought for the first episode I want to do a little bit of Q&A. I sent out saying you could ask me anything on Twitter. I got a few responses, so I wanted to address them. I was assuming I was going to get some weird questions, but it turns out nobody wants to know weird things. They just want to know about Amiibo. So I'm going to answer some questions that I had on Twitter. So the first one comes from @ChronicGamerG. He says, you're forced to sell 3 rare Amiibo for $1 each to scalpers. Can't buy them back. Which ones and how long would your breakdown be for? So I think the first one I would sell would be Rosalina, because I don't really like her. How am I supposed to do this? Alright, yeah, so Rosalina would be one that I would get rid of, because, I don't know, I don't really like her. And, I don't know, she's just not my cup of tea. Oh no. And I think I screwed that up. Yes, I did. The second one would be Meta Knight, because I'm not a huge fan of Kirby, and I mean, he looks cool and everything, but I don't know, he's just not my favorite. And the third one would be Shulk, because I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles, but I know he's one of the rarest ones, so it's a little bit difficult to give him up. And the second part of the question is, how long would I break down for? And I think, I don't know, maybe a week, then I'll get over it. It's just, I don't know, I love Amiibo, but I don't think I would stop living for a while. There you go. Yeah, so that's that question. So the next question comes from @SpinelessOyster. He asks, Amiibo or pizza? I'm assuming that means which one would you rather live without. I would much rather live without Amiibo. I know that might shock you, but pizza I get. Oh, there it is. There's the first death. Okay, I got to switch games. I'll see you back soon. Alright, the next game I'm going to play is Spelunky. This is another hard game. So hopefully, I mean, I hope I could get through some things, but it might take a little time. So get back to @SpinelessOyster's tweet. Yeah, I think I can't live without pizza. I go every Friday. I have to drive a half hour to get it, and then drive a half hour to come back to the house and then eat it. So yeah, I can't live without pizza. The next question, @Yellow Nightwing asks a couple questions. He says, what's my favorite Amiibo so far? And what new Amiibo lines would I like to see? My favorite Amiibo is probably Robin right now. I just like how he looks. It was Pit for a while, because he just looks good. But yeah, Robin's my favorite right now. And the lines that I want to see are definitely a Zelda line, Star Fox, Uh, those are the ones I most want, and I definitely love how the Animal Crossing ones look. I hope they're easy to find and I can get them all. Uh, and at Yellow Nightwing also asked if I would rather die at the age 50 or lose all my amiibo. And I don't think I want to sacrifice my life for amiibo. I mean, I think I want to have a long, prosperous life. 50 is not that far away from me. So yeah, I definitely don't want to die at 50. The next question comes from... Hold on, I gotta find the next question. Well, at Chris634, that's about 5 questions. The first one is, why do you hate Splatoon? I don't hate Splatoon. I don't think I've ever said I hate Splatoon. I hate the decisions they made with Splatoon. It's so stupid. Oh, threw her. So stupid what they did. What am I doing? It's so stupid what they did with the map rotation and the level cap and no friend lobbies, no voice chat. There's just so many stupid decisions, but I don't hate Splatoon. I actually played Splatfest a couple weeks ago and I really enjoyed that. So I don't hate it. It's just they made stupid decisions. He also asked which team would I get in, and he posted a picture of Team Xbox or Team PlayStation. I would go out of those two. I would go Team PlayStation because it just has features that I want. But I'm not. I have them all. I don't want to judge. I mean, I actually. Oh boy. I don't. I don't like to pick and choose. I mean, Nintendo's my favorite, so Wii U would be my favorite console, but then PS4. So it's yeah, PlayStation. I would go out of those two. He also asked if I have a 3DS. Yes, I do have a 3DS. If you want my friend code, just ask me. I don't know it off the top of my head. I have the Majora's Mask Special Edition new 3DS. I was able to secure one of those, so I do have a 3DS. They also asked why you such an amiibo addict. I don't know. I mean, I just really love Nintendo. I love the figures. I also think it's because they're hard to find. I mean, if I could just go in and get all of them, I believe I will. I would not have been such an addict. But I'm pretty sure it's because they're hard to find, and I also love Nintendo. So everybody else is doing it. Like everybody else on Twitter has them. I mean, you might think I'm weird with 49. Oh man, almost died there. Get up. You might think I'm weird with 49 of them, but I know for sure the other people that have them all, and not more. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, he also asked if I love Nintendo. Yeah, I grew up, born and raised on Nintendo systems. PS4 is my first PlayStation. Well, no, I lie. Oh, crap. What just happened? Something just happened. And I don't know. Oh, the shopkeeper's pissed at me for some reason. I'm gonna die soon, guys. But yeah, I love Nintendo. I grew up, born and raised on Nintendo systems. My first ever system was a Super Nintendo, but when I was growing up, when I was really young, like 4 or 5 years old, my uncle had a NES, and I played that a lot. Had a GameCube, had a Wii. I only just started getting into Xbox and 360 era, so I have and only started PS, the PlayStation. Oh crap! Oh no! Yeah, I only started the Sony era when I got the Vita back in May of last year, I think. And I just got the PS4. Oh, that saved me. The PS4. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I'm dead. Alright, so I will be back with the next game. Just sit tight. Alright, let's try this again. Um, this is Bloodborne. I tried recording just a couple minutes ago. For some reason, the clip didn't want to save. But hopefully it works this time. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for asking questions. I was a little worried about what was going to be asked. I mean, I didn't give any rules. People were considerate. I thought for sure I would get at least one inappropriate one, like about the size of my manhood or something. I don't know. I know how the internet works. Oh boy. Yeah, so this is Bloodborne, makers of Dark Souls. It's the PlayStation exclusive. I was actually able to beat this game. This is the New Game Plus. So the enemies are a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger. As you can see, I have a bunch of health, but it's not really mattering with this big dude. And when I recorded this before, I died a little further up, so that's why I don't really have any blood echoes. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't get any questions about my background as a professional or anything like that. I am an accountant. I graduated 5 years ago from college with my bachelor's in accounting. I'm currently in grad school for my MBA, so I could get certified, be a certified public accountant. So that's what I do during the day. I work in a suburb of Philly. Oh boy, oh no. Well, there it is. I died. So that was very quick. I'm sorry about that. But I think this was going to be the last video. But I hope you liked it. I hope it's a little bit different than what I've been doing before, just my regular playthroughs. I was excited to try this out. I wanted to try to do it with the Q&A. I might do that again. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment or tweet at me. I might send another tweet out saying, got any questions? Might do another question and answer. I don't care what you ask me. I'll answer it. I'm not afraid of any questions, so do your worst. But thanks for watching. Talk to you later.